Yeah, right here. Look into your computer screen deeply. Here I am. I want you to be sitting down now. I need to talk to you for a few minutes, and we're going to get you hypnotized to make you feel better than you felt in years. Hello, I'm Dr. Robert Dean. I'll be your hypnotherapist on this website, and thank you for visiting us. I think you're going to really enjoy yourself as we go through this together. Now, this is the test that we're talking about, that you were reading about. I'm going to give you two separate tests. They run a couple of minutes each. I think you'll find them a lot of fun and fascinating. We have had over 3 million people go through these tests, and they were delighted with the results, and I think you will be too. Now, the first test has to do with your fingers. The second one is everything to do with your eyes. But no harm will come to them. Don't worry about any of that, and certainly you won't be giving us your secrets, or we won't have you making love to a metal folding chair. This is not a Las Vegas stage hypnotist act. I'm a board-certified clinical hypnotherapist, and I'm a doctor of clinical hypnotherapy. I've been in practice for well over 32 years. So I think you can be comfortable with what I'm doing. Now, this finger test and this eye test works this way. The first test is the finger test, we call it. It's designed to make your fingers go together automatically, and you don't know how it's doing it. In other words, you're not going to be consciously thinking about it or doing anything. You're just going to watch the subconscious mind make them go together. But first, I want to talk to you a moment about your mind. You have three minds, and most people don't know that. Three functions of minds. The first mind you have is your conscious mind. That's the mind you're in right now. That's your logic. That's what makes 2 and 2 come up with 4 for you. It's your thinker. That represents about 5% of your mind in operation. Your next mind, well, look at the size of your hand. That's your conscious mind. Now your next mind is the size of the room you're in. That's your subconscious mind. It's called subconscious. Think of a submarine. It's a boat that goes underwater, and you can't see it. But it can sure do a lot of things while it's underwater. It can torpedo you, for instance. But what I'm trying to tell you here is you have those two minds, conscious and subconscious. Your third mind is the size of the city you're in. That's your spiritual mind. But we're not involved with that right now. That's something between you and your Creator. So your conscious mind is being able to take my instructions now as I give them to you, and then your subconscious mind will grab those conscious thoughts and discussions and explanations and cause them to go to a subconscious level beneath your conscious awareness. And then it'll cause you to carry out things that you're consciously not even aware of. This is the art and science of clinical hypnotherapy, or hypnosis. So with your permission, I'm going to hypnotize you to do a few things that will prove to you you can be hypnotized. And if you can be hypnotized, it also proves to you you're smart. Bright people are very susceptible to hypnosis. People that aren't so bright have difficulty achieving it. So be aware of this fact. If you're bright, you're going to do pretty well. All right, now let's do the first test. It's called finger test. It's real simple to do. I want you to take your hands and clasp them together like this, like you're praying. Have your elbows out slightly. Now what I want you to do is put both of your forefingers, the fingers you point with, straight up. Looks like little antennas. See, you can see how that works. 2 fingers straight up, stretched apart. Now what I want you to do is to look at those fingers, and as you look at them, I'm giving the suggestion right now to your subconscious mind. As you look at them and you relax, your finger's going to automatically start going together. And they're getting closer and closer together, like 2 magnets slowly pulling each other together until they finally touch. And when they touch, your subconscious mind has carried out that suggestion. And that's the art of hypnotherapy. Now, what I want you to do now is to shake your hands out like this, and I want you to come out of hypnosis. Now notice you can't feel hypnosis. It isn't felt. You're not even aware of it. It's much like being asleep at night in your bed. Are you aware of being asleep when you're sleeping at night in your bed? No, but you know you were asleep when you wake up the next morning. That's the way hypnosis is. When you're in it, you're not aware of it, and you'll be thinking, oh, I can hear Dr. Bob, and we're doing our thing for you and all that. But in fact, you're actually in hypnosis. You're in a hyper-suggestible state of mind. And we are into the subconscious mind, past the conscious logical mind. And putting programming in your subconscious mind, which your subconscious mind carries out when the suggestion's given to it. In this case here, you'll notice your fingers started pulling together when I suggested they're doing it. Now we're going to do the next test, and that's the eye lock test. It's a lot of fun. It's perfectly safe, but the idea behind the test is it'll lock up your eyes closed. You'll have your eyes closed to begin with, and you will not be able to open them until I ask you to. And don't worry about it, even if this recording quit for some reason and your computer quit. Don't worry about it. You'll still be able to open your eyes. So, but you'll see there's resistance there, and the subconscious mind is going to carry that out for you automatically. Now, what I want you to do is to gently close your eyes. Just close them up right now, like, close them up. Now I want you to close them a little bit more tighter, but not too tight, just where they're snugly tight. Now what I want you to do is open up that fantastic imagination of yours. I want you to pretend, perhaps like you did as a child. Pretend your way. Your way is the best way for you. Now what I want you to pretend that your eyes are closed. Now I realize they are closed, but I want you to pretend they're closed. And while you're pretending you're closed, try and open them. But make sure you continue pretending they're closed while you're trying to open them. You'll find out they will not open, or you'll feel a great deal of resistance to it. I don't want you to try to logically figure this out. Just carry the suggestion out. You don't care what happens. Eyes are closed. You know they're closed, and they are going to remain closed. They're locked up, completely shut. And as you're pretending they're closed, try and open them while you're pretending, and you'll notice they just won't open. Now, if they do, you're doing analysis. You cannot go into hypnosis when you're in a state of analysis. You simply have to not care if it works. You really don't. And all the hypnosis we do on this website, number one, you don't care if it works. Number two, you don't want to try to analyze how it works. Look, you could talk so far over my head about what I'll do for a living, I'd be embarrassed. On the other hand, it could work the other way around with my discussing hypnosis with you. So please don't analyze me or analyze the session. Just when I give you a suggestion or direction, just go with it. So let's try this again. Close your eyes. Make sure they're closed tight. Maybe they're still closed. That's great. Now while they're closed, completely firmly closed, start pretending they're closed. You can see it in your own imagination. Pretend any way you like, but you're pretending they're closed. And while you're doing that, at the same time, try and open them. They won't open. Subconscious mind has a lock on them to stay closed because that's what you're pretending, and that's the suggestion. Now I'm going to count backwards from 3 to 0. When I say 0, I want you to stop pretending and open your eyes. 3, 2, 1, 0. Open your eyes. Wide awake. Open your eyes now. Wide awake. There you go. Now that is the second test. So if your fingers went together, or if your eyes locked up or you felt a lot of resistance trying to open them, you may have opened them because you're analyzing or frightened you. Oh my gosh. No, but your eyes felt resistance. If you felt that, or you saw or felt your fingers going together, you felt that going together, you can be hypnotized. Either one or both. Now, on the other hand, if you did not do that, if it didn't happen, then I suggest you take the test again. If it doesn't work for you the second time, then we suggest that you can't be hypnotized and you should probably go somewhere else to see if you can be. I don't know if anybody else can do it, but the point is, if it doesn't work here, you would be wasting your time on this website because you won't get anything out of it. All right? And we don't want you to make any donation until you know you can be hypnotized. After all, we'd hate to see you make a modest $20 donation to get all 20 hypnosis sessions, what we're offering now, just to find out you can't be hypnotized by them. So take the test again, just wind it back up and take the test again, and really try it this time by not analyzing me or analyzing the session. Just simply go with the flow, take the suggestion and run with it, and then you can test it when I ask you to see if you can open your eyes while you're pretending, and also watch your fingers go together and you don't know why, and they'll touch. Then you know you can be hypnotized. All right? Thank you for coming to our website, and do enjoy everything we have for you. It's a fantastic website, and my goodness, 20 sessions for $20. And that money is going to go to charity. We help feed children. We do all kinds of good things. We help people in a world of hurt that just can't help themselves. That's where your donation is going to go. But the best part is all 20 of these sessions will help you achieve major self-improvements. 10 of them are for self-improvements, and 10 of them are to put you in a desirable mood that you want to be in under the circumstances you find yourself. You're going to love them. Have a good time with them, and thank you for coming to this website. Thanks for letting me be in your computer today to hypnotize you. I really enjoyed it. You got a nice computer. I look forward to coming back to it again. Have a nice day. See you later.